2022 and you don't have goals? Same girl. So today, let's get it together. But first, let's make coffee. Coffee in hand, I'm ready. What about you? If you don't have your coffee yet, pause this video, go get your coffee and your planner, or if you don't have a planner, a piece of paper is fine. But I'd like to take the time to talk about our sponsor for this video, Design Your Life. No, just kidding. But you are on our channel, so I have the Design Your Life planner and the classic cover, and I chose this one just because I still love the aesthetic of it, and I paired it with the clear plastic sleeve just because I think it makes the colors pop, it enhances it, it makes it look more vibrant. But we also do have the vegan leather version, which has the gold foiling on it, and it's the same on the inside but just a different cover. And this one is paired with the frosted matte, which looks so sleek and so premium. So yeah, I love them both, but for me, it's... All right, you got your coffee? Okay, let's start. So when you open the planner, the first productivity tool that you'll see is the goals page. And we are very proud of this because a lot of research went into this, and we developed the whole process into 4 simple steps for you. And honestly, this is what makes our planners unique, because a lot of other planners nowadays include goal setting pages, and don't get me wrong, that is great, but what I noticed is that a lot of them are just a place for you to write down your goals with the premise of you already having a goal in mind. But what if you don't have a goal yet? What if you don't know where to start? And that is why we have developed these 4 steps to kind of handhold you and guide you through the process and find your goals. And that is what this video is all about. Again, if you don't have any of our planners, that's totally fine. Just grab a piece of paper and pen and follow through the steps. So the first step is called the year goals. And as you can see, there is a grid here, which we will go through in a minute. But basically this grid is all about where you are in your life right now and evaluate yourself, and also to brainstorm like all of the goals that you want to achieve and just brain dump them all here. And then later pick out 1 to 2 major goals that you want to focus on so you won't get overwhelmed. Make things simple, right? So as you can see, the grid has 3 columns and 3 rows. Let's talk about the rows first. So these rows are your categories or aspects of your life that you want to improve on. So the first row is all about your personal life. It includes your health, your mindset, your well-being. So it includes your physical health, your mental health, and everything about your personal life. The next is about your work/career, or if you're still a student, school. It involves your finances, or if you're an entrepreneur, business, and everything about your work life. And the last row is all about your relationships. It involves your family, your love life, or your social circle. Now let's talk about the columns. The first column is called year goals, and this is where you pretend this is your last year. What things do you want to achieve? And I know it kind of sounds morbid and negative to be thinking about 2022 being your last year, and knock on wood, hope it's not, but with this mindset, I honestly think it pushes you to think and evaluate your life. You know how they say, live like it's your last day, but in this case, you have a year. So we do have some examples here, like for your personal year goal. One example is to build good habits, or to lose weight, or to be more organized. And this involves your personal life. So what do you want to achieve for yourself? The next is for your work/career. Example is to save money, or to get into your dream university or a job, and to learn new skills. And lastly, for your relationships, do you want to join a community or a club, or to reconnect with loved ones? So these are just some examples. So if this is your last year, you're not going to be here in 2023, what would you want to achieve in 2022? Off the bat, if you don't have any ideas for the first column yet, move to the second column and this will help you. So the second column is all about evaluation and reflecting on your current situation. So it prompts you to list down your strengths and weaknesses and your capabilities. And again, we are going to go through all the 3 rows. So the first row is all about your personal life. One of the most common things that people think about when it comes to physical health is your weight. So if you're concerned about that, put down your weight. And if you're concerned about your measurements, put down your measurements as well. Or another example is if you are into lifting weights. What max weight can you lift right now? Or can you do push-ups? How many can you do? We are very body positive, by the way, so no judgments here. This is an evaluation of yourself and what you want to improve on in your life. So by all means, put down everything that you want. Next, for your mindset, are you in a good headspace right now? Or are you feeling bad? Or you have negative thoughts? Write them down there. Next row is all about your work, career, school life. So where are you in your life right now? Are you a student with good grades, or are you failing? Hopefully not. Or if you're already working, like, are you happy with your job right now? Or if you're planning to do a business, if you're planning to start a business, what step are you in right now? Or in terms of finance, I am earning this amount from my job, or if my business is doing this well or this bad, you know, or I'm currently investing in crypto. I have X amount of Bitcoin. And especially now during the pandemic, are you wanting to learn a new skill like cooking maybe? What's your current situation? Are you an up-and-coming chef, or are you already an expert and you can cook the perfect steak, adobo? Just list them down here, and if it's not enough space, you can always write it on another piece of paper, or you can jump through the notes page and write them down there. And lastly, your relationships. Are you calling your parents? Are you visiting them? Are you in good terms with your siblings? For your love life, are you single? Are you taken? And if you have a significant other, are you blissful and happy in your relationship, or are there issues that you need to work on? And lastly, for your social circle, how often do you text or call your friends? When was the last time you spoke to them? Do you still get in touch with them? Moving on to the third and final column is your motivation. Now, this is your why for achieving your goal. And you have to make sure that this is what you want and not what others want. It's because you want this, and it's not because my parents want this for me, or it's because I'm following someone else. At the end of the day, it is your goals for yourself. And this part is very important because sometimes along the way we tend to forget, or like during the middle of the year, say like June, July, and you're feeling down or you're feeling unmotivated, you can always look back to this part and you'll be reminded of why you want to achieve your goal. All right, so the hard part is over. Look at all of the goals that you have written, look at all of the evaluation and your motivation, and pick only 1 or 2 goals that you would like to focus on for this 2022. and encircle them. And once you circle them, label them number 1 and number 2, or if you only have one, just number 1. And then we'll move on to the second step, which is your fears. Dun dun. The second step is a fear setting exercise, which was actually developed by Tim Ferriss. He is a lifestyle guru, an author. He was the one who wrote the 4-Hour Workweek, if you've heard of it. If not, Google him. So anyway, I think and I believe that this step is very important and very effective in eliminating your fears or whatever is holding you back. This step makes you look at your goals differently, with a different perspective, a different angle. Like, it's not just writing down your goals and writing down the steps to achieve your goal and and that's done. This one gives you a deeper thought to it. And believe it or not, this is actually what pushed us to finally do our Kickstarter campaign, and it's all thanks to this step. So on this step, you will see another grid, and there are only 2 rows, which is for the 2 goals that you encircled earlier. So the first column is all about the worst thing that could happen. What if? As an example, our Kickstarter campaign, our fear was that it would fail. That was the worst thing that could happen. Our Kickstarter would fail. Next column is how to prevent the worst thing from happening. How do we prevent our Kickstarter from failing? It's with enough preparation, with good marketing tactics, and just enumerate all of the things that you can think of to prevent that from happening. Next is how to repair if the worst thing happens. Like for us, if our Kickstarter fails, what can we do? We can do another campaign. We can always pick ourselves up and, take better pictures, or look at your listing, look at your copy, improve on it. And lastly, the cost of inaction. These are the consequences of you not doing your goal. So for us, with the Kickstarter campaign, it'll be another year of thinking, what if? What could have happened if we had only done the Kickstarter? It could be a missed opportunity. It could be missing out on sales in a business perspective. It's a lot of regret. So once you have all of that down, you will see that your goal is way simpler. Like, these are my fears. There's nothing to be afraid because I know how to prevent them. I know how to fix them. And if I don't do anything about it, it's gonna cost me this. So do it. So once you have your goals and your fears eliminated, let's move on to step 3, which is your plan. So the third step is basically your roadmap. It's pretty straightforward. As you can see, it's divided into 2, your goal number 1 and goal number 2. And it's also divided into 12 steps, 1 for each month. So to make things simple, for example, you want to lose 12 pounds. You can either do 1 pound for each month, or if you want to go easy on yourself, you can do half a pound on the first month and another half a pound on the second month, and then on the third month it's going to be 1 pound, and if you go to the very end it's going to be 2 pounds or something like that. So if you write it down here, you're going to go to your monthly calendar, which is this page, and you're going to see a monthly milestone below, and these are from your goals page. So it's labeled number 1 and 2 for goal number 1 and goal number 2, and just write them down there, and you can further break it down to each week. So like, say for this month you want to lose 1 pound, and if you want to break it down to per week, you can say, okay, my goal for the first half of the month is to lose a half pound, and in order to lose half a pound I will do this amount of squats, this amount of weights, and this amount of push-ups or pull-ups, and then I will eat veggies for this week, or no chips for this week, and so on and so forth. So it's just breaking it down to make things easier for you. And these are called your monthly milestones. And once you complete each milestone, you get to check it off. And of course, don't forget your reward, as this will highly motivate you to complete every milestone, be it a nice dinner out or a vacation, a trip to somewhere else you want to go to, or a luxury bag, or whatever you want. And make sure you have the means to get it after. And the fourth and final step is accountability. Now, this one is optional, but it's also good that you have an accountability partner to, hold yourself accountable. So in order to do this step, find a person, like be it your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your best friend, or whoever, your significant other, and ask if they could check up on you every quarter to see if you're still on track of your goals. All right, that is it. 4 simple and easy steps to finding and achieving your goal. I hope you learned a lot from this. And if you still don't have a 2022 planner, we still have Design Your Life planners available on our website. If you're in Asia, it's cnsdesigns.com.ph, or if you are in the US and Canada, it's dylplanner.com. If this video was helpful to you, please do like and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be doing all of the other productivity tools. We're going to go in depth and give you some examples on that. So if you want to get notifications on when we post, do turn on the notification bell below as well. Thank you so much again for watching, and happy 2022. Best of luck to all of us. I hope it's a better year. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.